Campus Tour crew, welcome back everybody here on our journey to get a win with every single team in College Football 26 Road to the College Football Playoff game mode. We are down to our final 8 teams remaining. Next up is going to be the Nevada Wolfpack. And these games were streamed over on Twitch, twitch.tv/oldmantrying28, and I will, fair warning right now, EA really did not want us to be great with Nevada. We had disconnects, desyncs, it was a whole mess. Eventually, we just have to move on. So at the end of the games, we are going to go over this Nevada playbook a little bit more in depth in practice mode so we can get a better idea of what this offense is all about. We do love, though, that they have 4-3 multiple on defense, not a playbook you see super often, and it's my favorite one for guarding a Flexbone offense, which is the first game we get against Navy, so I was very happy to see that. So depth chart wise, what we are going to be doing with the Wolfpack, we are going to keep Carter Jones as our quarterback one. You could 100% go Chubba Purdy, 85 speed. I think that's Brock Purdy's brother. I really should look these things up beforehand, but I'm pretty confident it is. The only thing is his accuracies are very, very bad versus Jones. Still not great, but at least 82 short and 80 medium versus 76 and 70 for Purdy. So we'll go ahead and keep Jones as our quarterback one. Halfback one, we are making a change here. We'll go with a 90 speed Kai Woods as our starting running back. He had no real abilities anywhere, so we'll just go with the fastest guy out there. Wide receivers, we are going to go, Bellin is going to go to 2, Thomas is going to go to 3, and our wide receiver 1 is going to be Nate Burleson the second. I'm assuming that's Nate, again, another thing I could have looked up and checked. I'm assuming that's Nate Burleson's son. It'd be wild if he was a wide receiver. It's like, wasn't it last year or the year before, there was a kick return by somebody named Devin Hester Jr., but it wasn't actually like the kick returner Devin Hester. It was a different one who just also happened to be a kick returner and ran one back for a touchdown. Might be a similar situation here with Nate Burleson the second, but he will be our wide receiver 1. Bellin, Thomas, wide receivers 2 and 3. Tight end, we will keep Jet Carpenter. Anytime we can get 80 plus speed on a tight end, we're pretty happy with that, especially down with some of these tier 5 teams. Offensive line, just your standard offensive line. You don't really got a whole heck of a lot. We do have a bronze takedown on our left edge with Jonathan Maldonado. Our right edge is actually pocket disruptor duress. So we have 2 abilities on the Nevada defensive line. All good there. And the thing I honestly don't remember that we did in the game, because remember with 6-1, who they use on your defensive line is very weird and very different. It is your starting right edge, and then it's your nose tackle, and then your next 2 defensive tackles. So if you wanted this takedown Maldonado to be playing in 6-1, we would have to put him in at D tackle or just do the lineup substitution thing from the play call menu. I don't remember if we did. And really our concern with running the 6-1 with Nevada is their linebackers are very, very slow, because it does use your Sam, Mike, and Will. It does not use your sub linebackers, so you just kind of gotta rock with who you got here. And that'll be Miles Williams at Sam linebacker. Combs, at least he's 80 speed, I guess. Stone Combs, a fantastic name in there as well. At least he's 80 speed. And then we have a knockout 79 speed at Will linebacker. So really just the Sam is a big concern with running the 6-1 with this team, but it could be much worse. Corners, we're going to leave these guys where they are at. Edward Rambo, another fantastic name. And AJ Odoms will be our corners 1 and 2. In the slot, we will have Snelling, 6'2". I like having tall guys in the slot. Free safety, we are going to make this Cooper Wilson. Just who else are we going to take, man? I don't want a 5'8", 177 guy up there. I'll take the 6'2", 186, even if it's going to cost us 1 speed. And just I feel like there's not a lot of options, because this Kenyon is going to come down and be a sub linebacker for us. I didn't want to put him up at free safety, so we'll just go with Cooper Wilson. Strong safety is going to be Warnell Jr., get 87 speed, 6'2", up in that spot. So at least we got some abilities on the defensive line. The corners aren't great, the linebackers aren't great, the safeties aren't great, but at least the defensive line for a tier 5 isn't too bad. So then our sub linebackers are the only other things we're going to change. That's going to be Kenyon the third, and one more fantastic name here hiding on Nevada, way down here, Austin Ambush. That's a great name for a linebacker or a safety. Absolutely love it. So that is how we are going to set up the Nevada Wolfpack. We get one quick game against Navy and another quick one against Kansas State, I think. And then at the end, like I said, we'll go over the playbook here. So Nevada Campus Tour, got to get a win on the board with these boys. Let's get to it. Second a tier 5 opponent was found for the Nevada Wolfpack. Lucky break for us. We were about 15 seconds away from having to open that up to any tier. And who knows what would happen from there. Instead, we will be taking on the Navy Midshipmen. Crazy they got dropped down to tier 5. Them and Army did, but Air Force didn't, which I don't fully understand. This is Navy offense. Horvath is very good. Heidenreich, very good. Chapman, very good. They have a 92 speed receiver. They've got a lot of things going for them. And this is what we want to see with Navy. So with Miami of Ohio, we went up against Navy and a guy that passed like 60% of the time. 11% pass, 88% rush. That's Navy football. We'll see how Nevada can handle it, but that's more the split we want to see when we're going against a team like Navy. Oh, and we have a 4-3 multiple defense here too. I mean, he's probably going to get kicked out of this game. That's already like 3 times we've had those network issues. But it's a 6-1 against the Flexbone, I'm a big fan of. So I think that's what we're going to do here. And we come out in cover 3 buzz. We get down here with Warnell. It's going to be a run up the middle. Get on in there, D-tackles. Get on in there, D-tackles. Come on. Yeah, cover 3 buzz, pinch crash your D-line. You can do contains too. If you want, the main thing I'm watching out for here, though, is going to be a rocket toss going to the left. I'm going to get on Combs, and then... Nope, that's a run up the middle. Go get him with Combs. Beautiful. 3rd and 6 goes back to Teska the tank. One of my favorite. I love using Navy. It's been a while, but I'm a big fan of the midshipmen. It's more, my goodness, this guy's playing on hotel Wi-Fi or something. He's got to get kicked out here at some point. Get Warnell. And then we just have to fly left if... Nope, it's not a rocket toss motion. It is Teska. What? Somebody pick it up. No. Okay, somebody make a tackle. Something. He tried to pitch that with Teska and ended up losing 13 yards. I mean, I wish we would have... Okay, connection to our opponent has been lost. So Nevada is officially done. That counts as a win. We'll search again with the Wolfpack and try to get a real game with them. But that is a win with Nevada. But we'll do a bonus game. We can do a bonus game with them. We did find an any tier game. They do have a lot of pistol, yeah. Not as much as, like, Ohio, but... They definitely have a lot of pistol. Kansas State Wildcats. Ooh. Ooh. Luckily, this is just a bonus game for us. We already got a win with Nevada. So we'll run one with them here. Couple national championships in Heisman Division. Pretty even pass and rush. Kansas State, that backfield. Backfield worries me with that Avery Johnson and Dylan Edwards. A very good backfield at Kansas State. We'll see if Nevada's got the horses to keep up. I do think we're going to run. We might run some 6-1. We might. Oh, man. See, our problem here. If we want to run 6-1, this team is not set up for it at all. Like, very bad. So slow at linebacker. We might just to do it. I don't know. Guess we'll see what he's coming out in. Alright. Nevada. Locked and loaded. Set. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. He's coming out in tight open. Do I... Sure. You know what? Fine. Let's go ahead and run 6-1. Not a good idea with this team in the slightest. But let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, somebody get it. Get up there. Get up there, Rambo. There's no way that's a flag. Didn't get a controller shake. Didn't get nothing. And it's a penalty. Okay. Okay. That's cool, man. Sure. I just want to mess around with a 6-1, honestly, so... That's what we're going to do here for this. It says, oh my gosh, you see the speed burst? Dylan Edwards just... Oh, okay. That might be a problem. That might be a problem. That could be a big concern for us. Let's try a little Tampa 2 here. I get down on Williams. Why the heck not? He's got just... I was so stuck in the middle there. Our pressure is not getting in with the 6-1. Our defensive line not really helping us out a whole lot here. Let's... Some members here. We're right edge. Yeah, let's put some, like, edge guys in here. See if maybe they do a little bit better. We definitely need to contain... Oh, right underneath. Gosh dang. Edwards is going to be a huge problem, man. A huge problem. I didn't hate what the defense was looking like there, though. Oops, got stuck on this guy. Big hits? I probably shouldn't be going for hit sticks. I don't think anybody on Nevada is going to be able to land a super clean hit stick against Dylan Edwards, but, I mean, maybe. It might be worth a shot. Get there. Oh, man. So close. So he's getting, should I put maybe our flats on like 10? Yeah, let's go like flats on 10. He's going to be an I-form close. Let's get you down here. We can try to go help out with this. Just make sure he can't cut it back inside. Well. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thought we had him there for a gain of nothing, but we did not. I didn't hate what we saw to the 6-1 that drive, all things considered, but I just don't think there's anybody on Nevada that's going to be able to keep up with that guy. That's going to be a huge, huge concern. Oh, and we're onside kicking. Okay. What were we going to do? Take it outside. Okay. At least we recovered it. So yeah, Nevada's offense. Oh, some network issues for him now. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. They just don't want us. They just don't want us to play a game with Nevada. They just don't want us to do it. All right. You win, EA. We won't play a game with Nevada. Fine. We got our win against Navy. We'll just... fine. That'll be it for Nevada. We'll go... For the video, we will go into practice mode and go over the Nevada playbook and everything. We tried. We tried. EA's just not letting us. Yeah, a couple pretty disappointing games there with Nevada. I'm very confident we were going to win that Navy game, so I'm okay counting that one as a win. Kansas State, not so much. I think we got kind of lucky. That one ended up as a desync for us. That halfback is ridiculous. These Nevada boys were going to struggle to keep up. So I do wish we got a little bit more gameplay with the Wolfpack, but we were on a bit of a time crunch, and we had 2 attempts, and just EA just... was being EA. So we'll just go a little bit more in depth on their playbook here in practice mode, and because I think there's some good stuff in here. The depth chart I'm not a huge fan of with the Wolfpack, but playbook wise I feel like you could do much worse. I mean, anyone that has bunch halfback strong, you could 100% always do worse. We can go ahead and just start with this because this is what would have been our go-to formation, something like drive Y corner. So this you set up pretty much the same as like a Durham type play. Very, very easy. You could keep it stock if you really wanted to, but a thing I would like to do is put your tight end maybe on a post instead, throw like a streak over here, and then you can take your halfback and put him on a streak or something here as well. Just set up that good high-low. This is just a classic route combo, always going to do well out of a bunch of different formations. It just definitely works better when they're more condensed like they are in a bunch. So we're just going high-low here. We're going to have A on this late. Looks like a little match coverage they tried to throw, and our tight end kind of sells us out on that one a little bit. I do typically like the ones a little bit better that have your tight end on the drag and then your RB receiver going on the post for that exact reason. If it is some sort of man or match coverage, the tight end is going to have a little bit of a tougher time getting open on that. Oh, this time though, right over his noggin. Runs right on by number 39. So just a good classic route combo. It is a few more hot routes than it is out of like a bunch strong offset. The dagger play in there. but still a really, really good combination. Then, and I do want to check out this RPO peak Y flat, because this is interesting. Because of course, you know, they have peak Y flats in other formations, but I've never seen one out of gun bunch. This going to the tight end with those guys going out to block. See, so he goes to the outside guy. I really like the looks of this. I'm not the biggest RPO guy in the world, but I think this is actually going to set up pretty nice. The problem is man coverage, which is a problem for every RPO. And then I'm curious too, is if oh, that set up really nice. Oh, terrible blocking though. If a hard flat from the slot, because typically that's what I'll do to guard against an RPO, because I think nobody is going to be blocking that guy on the edge, but we will see. Oh well, he came down anyway. They all bit inside anyway. There's some potential there to sneak this one in, because honestly, bunch, there are good RPOs out of like bunch strong offset, but it goes to the outside wide receiver. So having one that goes to your tight end flat out of bunch could be pretty devastating. That could be really, really good. I'm not 100% sold on it. Like I said, I'm not the biggest RPO guy, but I'm seeing some things there. I'm seeing some things. We have an inside zone run, Y trail, mesh, always very good. Another weird little RPO with an RPO peak fade. And I'm not big on the sprint plays. So it's nice to have a bunch halfback strong. It's a very different one here that Nevada has though, with the RPOs, with some rollout plays. It's nice to have the mesh. We don't have like a corner strike or a flood that's not a sprint out. That bunch shot, I feel like those two routes run way too close together, so you'd have to probably hot route somebody on that. So it's nice they have the bunch. I don't love the looks of this exact one though. I don't. But I do like that they have trips tight end offset weak. This is probably my favorite trips tight end. I like the offset weak a little bit better than just regular trips, specifically just because of this verticals play that I think is unreal. Having your 3 receiving threats over on the left, all going vertical, all pushing people downfield, and then you have that little out route from your halfback sneaks right underneath there. Very, very good. It's going to get open against pretty much any type of coverage unless they have a hard flat or something on the outside there. Flood divide, flood concept, always going to be good against any sort of drop zone coverage. You'll have people open on that pretty much every time. Same with PA flood. Middle slant, I do like that, but probably with a post on Y instead of the slant. They just run a little too close together. Spacing isn't great, in my opinion, between a drag and just kind of a standard slant there. Get another RPO peak slant, a fake screen wheel, some more RPOs. So this is big, looks like a big RPO playbook, and I do want to check out this return quarterback slot option. You'd probably put Purdy in here if you were actually running this with Nevada, but let's see how this actually works. I'm going to keep this with Jones no matter what. I just want to see how it works with Thomas going in motion and becoming our read key, or not our read key, our pitch. I mean, that, juke him out. Pretty good. Pretty dang good. You probably want to change who that is. You'd want to get a little bit, like maybe a Burleson or something like that in that spot. But this actually works pretty dang nice. Again, we're just going to keep it no matter what. Get the pitch off. Yeah, that works pretty nice. I like the looks of that. To have something like that, we can mix in with the more standard trips tight end pass options out of here. Pretty good. You would probably want to throw in a couple of the other return plays as well, just so once they see that motion coming from your slot receiver, it's not a dead giveaway of what play you're in. But I like that a lot. So they've got some familiar formations, but some different plays in there, which is nice. So those are the 2 formations I really wanted to take a look at. Usually I am a big fan of this trips Y slot strong type formation here as well. Let's see if they've got anything more motion, more auto motion, PA Y cross, fine, more motion. So a ton of motion, really between in everything we've seen so far in this Nevada playbook. That's interesting. So those are the main formations I wanted to look at more. We can just look over kind of the rest of it and see what other fun things we got. Split Y offset. Usually you're going to have some fun stuff in here, and it looks like we do some motion inside zone split, a motion triple option, more auto motion. That's just everywhere apparently in this playbook. 3 more motions with another triple option going out to the right, a motion cross screen. Yeah, this I really like the idea of, if we're calling some of the other motion things, because almost all of those are going out to the right in some capacity. So now we can get the user to bite on seeing this motion going out there, and they're worried about what's going on that way. But then actually it's just a slip screen going out. Let's just hide behind big boy number 70 and then turn on the gas. Hold off that right trigger until we get right behind our guy. But you get everybody's attention going over to the right to just throw a little slip screen back to the left. Okay, Nevada. Okay. It's a very different playbook just from what we've seen throughout these first few formations. Like a ton of motion, a lot of RPOs, a lot of misdirection stuff. Interesting. Let's see their deuce close. I'm another one. I'm not a big deuce close guy, but I know that RPO read flat wheel is a disgusting play. Post wheel looks pretty solid with Nevada. I don't know about this because, you know, it's a 2 tight end set. I don't know if we really have the tight ends to really take advantage of a formation like this, but that also might just be me overthinking things like I like to do. So we got another 2 tight end set here with you off trips weeks, another PA boot, a QB RPO. I do love those. I am a sucker for those. Some more RPOs, read options, triple options, return wide receiver option, return RPO peak you pop. What in the world are we cooking up here in Reno? What? So it's a return motion from B. Then our tight end going up on a pop pass. Oh my goodness. So he gets kind of stuck on the line, but then that just opens up. And is this a QB run RPO or does this go to Woods? I didn't even check. Is this like an actual run RPO? I didn't check again. I saw our tight end getting open, so I wanted to throw it. So it looks like it is an actual QB run. Or not a QB run. It goes to Woods. It does. Okay. And I wanted to see if I could hold A and keep that with a quarterback. Man, the RPOs in this offense are wild. Absolutely wild. Peak Y corner, another RPO. A classic alert bubble. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then PA crossers. That actually looks like a really good just kind of stock play. Again, if you have the 2 tight ends to run it, not convinced we do with Nevada. Regular old gun wing. Big fan of this one. This was our go-to formation in the Marshall playbook because that halfback angle, a very good stock pass play. You don't need to do anything for that. You got the tight end, your inside tight end dragging everybody to the left with that kind of drag, shallow cross route he's on. Your other tight end going on the flat, pushing people to the right, opening up that angle route for your halfback right over the middle. PA fork, another good, just kind of stock play. Of course, the runs are going to be a big thing in here. Of course, Nevada's going to have some speed options and different things in here too. Tight end attack. This we can set up similar to, this is kind of what I was talking about with bunch, because we can set up a very similar play out of gun wing here as we did in that bunch halfback strong, where we just drag that outside tight end. We have a post going over the middle. We get a high-low going over there, sneak your halfback out on a streak, and then just kind of make your read from there. You can take a quick one right there to your tight end. We add our halfback on that. So it's the same kind of thing. As long as you got 3 receivers to the right, you can run it. And then, of course, if your halfback's on that side, you can put him on that streak on that side as well. So that's a good play to have in their gun wing between halfback angle, PA fork, and tight end attack. You can get a good little passing game going. You got a read option in there. Okay. Wing flex offset, more motion, of course, more auto motion, mesh spot, drive halfback trail, and a little jailbreak screen. Wheel post drag. I love the looks of it. I've never gotten it to work great for me. Power O, getting a good power run in there, inside zone, P double post. Again, just with the Nevada team, I love the looks of these 2 tight end sets. I just don't think they're great for Nevada specifically. Is my personal opinion on that matter. We do have the one decent enough tight end, 80 speed on a tight end. We're okay with that. But we don't really have a second one. More auto motion in doubles Y off, motion stick, RPO, motion sail, another QB run RPO too. So with, again, just trying to tie back to what we saw with the Nevada depth chart, maybe Chubba Purdy is the better option considering he's such a better runner. And we have like jet power read. Jet has quarterback power, more jet motion, just jet, more orbit motion, orbit counter, triple option, orbit alert counter. Goodness gracious. I wish we were able to use a little bit more of this Nevada playbook. Doubles Y off weak. How about some more fake orbit motion? Well, I guess not really fake. It's more like a return orbit motion with an RPO read Y flat, a PA shot, and just an inside run. More RPOs. Another RPO read Y flat. More sprint out plays. Okay, so looking at this playbook more, I think I would go with Purdy if you wanted to use Nevada. More motion, just because of the amount of QB RPOs, designed QB runs, option plays. I think getting more speed at your halfback is going to actually matter more than getting that medium accuracy, because there's just so much motion, so much read options, so much triple options, power reads, QB wraps, even out of normal Y off. Like the amount of quarterback runs in this Nevada playbook and the amount of jet motion is crazy. It's very, very interesting to see here. So normal Y off weak. Let's see if there's even just one formation that's kind of like pretty standard. I mean, this looks pretty normal, at least. We do have some of the power reads, some speed options, some of the good pass plays out of here too. Hooksy post. Okay, so this is the most normal formation we've seen so far with Nevada. Let's take a look. Stack Y off, bench halfback angle. That's the play at South Carolina people have been spamming recently out of this formation. It's a pretty solid play. It's fine. Not something I'd base an entire offense around like our Gamecock friends have been. Wing trips is one that's really been growing on me. This PAX cross, just throw like a drag on your A tight end there and you get a good high-low, and then that cross coming from the left to the right against a lot of drop zones. That is going to find space deep to get open. More pop RPOs. Bubble double go. What a name on that. What even is this even? It's not an RPO. It's just a pass play with 2 streaks and a bubble. Bubble double go. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know about that one, Nevada. I love the name of the play. I'm not sure about the actual play itself. Okay. And more, halfback going out in motion, setting up essentially a 5 wide with a tight end attached. More motion out of wing trips weak. So there, interesting. I mean, I'm not sure I like it, but it is interesting. I don't know if it's for me, but if you really like running with your quarterback, you like auto motion stuff, there's something to this Nevada offense. It's just not my particular cup of tea. Then you do got a little 5 wide on here too, and you do have a not as much pistol as Ohio, but quite a bit with Full House Pro. We got more triple options, more read options. More reasons I think Purdy should actually be your quarterback run with Nevada. Y lead triple option here in Pistol Strong, halfback dive, more read options, more runs. So you can run like more of a spread out offense, but still utilizing a lot of the run game and a lot of triple options. Or you can run a heavy pistol offense and utilize the run game and triple options and mix in some of these really good passes like FL cross, PA deep in, corner post, you get a halfback stretch in here too. And U off, we got more tight end motion. I do like the looks of these because we have that tight end actually motioning from the left to the right, bringing an extra blocker over there to run something like stretch or power. I like the looks of those. Tight end cross looks interesting, not a very good play. We got a regular stretch in here too. Z spot. Any tight end corner routes good against any like cover 0, which people might go to when you come out in some of these heavy pistol stuff. So having something with a stock tight end corner route, very, very nice. Pistol wing drive, we can set up that exact same type of pass play we did in bunch halfback strong and in our shotgun wing formation. A lot of play action, some strong power runs, tight end attack. We can do the same thing there if we wanted to. Okay, so their pistol doesn't look too bad. I was a little spoiled. We had just played with Ohio before this one, so I was a little spoiled by the pistol options that the Bobcats had. I didn't really look too much at the Nevada pistol. I didn't really want to do a ton of pistol back-to-back games, but I like what we're seeing here. A little mesh out of doubles off close, more motion. That whip over looks interesting. Wolfpack shallow cross. Usually I'm a big fan. If they put the team name into play, it must be pretty good. That does not look very good, in my opinion. I mean, against drop zone, I think it'll be okay, but not a huge fan of that one. Then we got some pistol Y off trips. PA scissors, very good. The kind of sail route RB is on is really, really good on that play. More RPO, slam alert smoke, fake screen wheel. So interesting playbook. That much I can say for sure. Is it any good? Well, we didn't really get to use it a ton. Or I don't know if we actually ran any offensive plays. I recorded those a few days ago. I'm not sure we did any offensive plays. But just looking from the playbook, I think there's some interesting stuff in here. This is probably not my personal cup of tea, but hey, it's something different. It's something fun. So that'll do it for our Nevada episode. Again, apologies we weren't able to get a whole heck of a lot of gameplay in there, but there's only so much we can really control. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. So with Nevada down, we have got 7 teams left to go here. Next up, we are going to have East Carolina in their veer and shoot, where we're actually going to combine kind of our playbook review and campus tour. I'll talk more in depth about how I like to run the veer and shoot, and then we'll get into the game. So that'll be up next. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you then. Until then, take it easy.